Hello, how's it going? Welcome to my channel. Today's video, we are going to be talking about 3 big reasons why you cannot find your personal style. So we are gonna get into it. I love topics like this and I really wanted to dive deep on this because I feel like this is something people are always striving to try to figure out, to really just nail down their personal style and have that signature style for them. Now, before we get into the 3 big reasons, I just want to say that, that might not ever be the case that you really pinpoint your personal style, because as people, we grow and we change, and that's just natural. That's inevitable. The thing is, our style is going to continuously grow and change with us as we move on through life. So you really have to have more of that fluid mindset around it. It's not so like stuck in stone. It has to be something that is going to evolve and that is going to change as you change. Because when I look back at myself 10 years ago, I mean, I was a completely different person than the person that I am today. And that's good because that means I've grown as a person. And the things I would have picked out to wear then are completely different to the things I would pick out and wear now. And having more of that open mindset and realizing that it doesn't have to be like this is it, I think can make things a little bit easier when you are trying to figure out your personal style. So we are going to get into the 3 main reasons, so let's do it. All right, so the first main reason is that you're trying to fit into a specific box. Maybe you're trying to say, okay, is my style boho? And if you think your style is more boho, then you're trying to curate a wardrobe that is just completely boho things, and you're really stuck in that mindset that it has to be just that because that's my style. No, it doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be just boho or just rocker chic or just girly girl or just preppy. You can have a mix of different things within your wardrobe. As long as they work together, then that's okay. I mean, for me, there's some days where I'm feeling super girly and I want to put on a cute dress, and that's how I'm gonna dress. And then there's other days where I am feeling a little bit edgier and a little bit moodier, and maybe I want to slap on some dark lipstick, or I want to rock my biker jacket and my combat boots. And I can have all of that in my closet even though it doesn't fit into one specific niche or category, if you will. It's okay to have those multiple different items, and I think a lot of people get stuck thinking that they need to fit into a specific box of style. Things don't need to be labeled. And I mean, I could go into a whole damn video about labeling because I'm so against all of that, because everybody is such a unique individual that when we start putting people into specific boxes, things can go awry, and I'm not a fan of that. So I think it's important to embrace that individuality and know that you don't have to be XYZ. You can be whatever the heck you want to be. I think with a general rule of thumb, if you are trying to add new pieces to your wardrobe, is to try to mentally make at least 3 outfits with a specific piece. So things need to fit into your wardrobe as a whole. You can have that eclectic grouping of items in your wardrobe, but you still need to be able to make outfits with them. You still need to be able to mix and match these pieces with your existing wardrobe. So it's not okay to have, an entire wardrobe of things that just don't go together. But if you have a whole bunch of different styles, but they all somehow work together, then that's okay. As long as you can make those outfits with them, that's all that really matters. Because I could easily take, my biker jacket and pop it over a really feminine dress, or I could wear my biker jacket with a pair of denim and a t-shirt and wear that darker lipstick and my combat boots, and then I have that edgier vibe as well. As long as they can make multiple different outfits, you're good. The next thing that you could possibly be doing wrong is you're trying to imitate somebody else's style. Now, there is a big difference between imitating someone's style and being inspired by someone's style. Let us break that down, shall we? When you are just imitating someone's style, let's say you see someone's style who you admire and they're wearing a certain pair of jeans and a certain top, and you're like, oh my gosh, they look so good in that. I'm gonna get that pair of jeans. I'm gonna get that top. You end up, buying those things and you have it in your wardrobe, and then you just never end up wearing it. Well, maybe it's because the top top is not your vibe, it's not something you'd ever really wear, or it doesn't work for your body type, you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel confident in it. Maybe the same thing goes for the jeans. They're just not you, but they looked amazing on that other person, but you're not turning to them because you're not comfortable in them for whatever reason. And that's where imitating someone's style can really go wrong. You need to be able to look at someone and be like, I love how they put all of that together, but at the end of the day, I know these things wouldn't really work for me. So you're more of an admirer of their style. Being inspired by someone's style is seeing that same person in that jeans and that top and being like, wow, I really love how they styled it, but I know these things might not work for me. I know I wouldn't really be comfortable in them, but I know how I could kind of make something like that work with pieces I already have in my wardrobe that fit me in a different way. You know, maybe it's matching up to certain colors, or wearing that pair of jeans or that pair of pants that are in a little bit of a different style that really accent your body type and make you feel super comfortable and confident. It doesn't have to be that exact thing. Just to give another example, like I did a video on Blair Waldorf, like a Blair Waldorf style steal from Gossip Girl, and I always really admired the fashion in that show so much. The thing is, I loved Blair's style definitely the most, but the thing is, I know I wouldn't wear a lot of the things that she wore on the show in my own personal life. I could definitely admire what she was wearing, but when it came to my own personal style, I knew that a lot of those things would not work for me, or they just wouldn't be something I would wear. She did wear a lot of like really loud prints and very colorful items, and that's just not my vibe. If I was trying to imitate her style, you know, if I filled my wardrobe with a whole bunch of super colorful things and started pattern matching, like that's just not me. And I'd have a whole wardrobe of things that I couldn't or I wouldn't wear because it's not my vibe. All right, last but not least is you have way too much stuff. And I am speaking from my own experience here because this was me. This was definitely me. I used to shop a lot in my early 20s, and I had an entire wardrobe of so many things under the sun. I would just buy pieces because I thought they were cute, and I would add them to my wardrobe. And I had a whole wardrobe of cute pieces. But all of these cute pieces, you know, I never really thought twice about how they would go together, and I just had an entire wardrobe of things that didn't really mix and match that well. The thing is, when I finally started decluttering and really honing down on my wardrobe was actually when I really started defining my personal style. Honestly, a big help for me was creating fashion videos for YouTube, because once I started doing the restyling videos, I would take a piece from my wardrobe and then I would style it in 10 ways for a video, and that would provide me this dedicated time that I was spending in my wardrobe being like, okay, I have this one top, how am I going to style this in 10 different ways? And a lot of the times I would surprise myself on how many ways I could style it or all the different looks I could get, and I'd end up pairing things together that I probably would have never paired together just because I was spending that dedicated time doing it. And this isn't to say that you need to start creating fashion videos. It is to say that you need to spend a little bit of time in your wardrobe and just start experimenting with things, start seeing what you like, what you don't like, and how you can pair things in different ways that you might not have thought of before. Yeah, honestly, making the videos was just a huge turning point for me, because doing that consistently and all the time, like I put out at least one fashion video a week, doing that all the time really made me narrow down on the things that I love the most and opened my eyes to my own personal style so much. And I would say just within the past year, you know, 2 years probably, my personal style has really become a lot more defined because I have way less items in my wardrobe and I'm experimenting a lot more within my wardrobe. So I think, you know, a great way to go about something like that is to do like a Project 333 challenge. I have a video, a whole video series on that. I did that a few months back, so I'm gonna link that down below for you to check out if you wanna just learn more about Project 333. But I think that's a great way to start experimenting with your wardrobe a little bit and seeing what you like, seeing what you don't like, because it is like a minimalist wardrobe challenge where you take 33 pieces from your closet and you only wear those things for 3 months. And I think it's a very eye-opening challenge. So it's not like you have to get rid of everything from your wardrobe just just section off 33 things that you're gonna only wear for a couple months and really embrace it, and you'll be surprised how much you learn from it. You'll probably come out the other side just being a lot more mindful of your wardrobe. So that is gonna wrap up today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this and maybe it gave you a little bit of insight into why you might not be able to find your personal style. And if you enjoy my content, then make sure you check out my lifestyle blog, and make sure you also check out my lifestyle podcast where I post an episode weekly, because I'd love to have you join me over there where we chat about good life stuff. So I will catch you in my next video. Bye.